is
Oh,
raining iguanas.
If you haven't heard the news, it's literally been raining iguanas in Florida. Florida has the worst invasive species problem in the US. And right now, one of them is getting a lot of attention. During cold snaps, people see iguanas fall right out of the trees. And every time it happens, the same assumption pops up. That should take care of them, right? But what you're seeing isn't a solution to the problem, it's just a symptom. To understand why this keeps happening, you have to understand the animal and how it ended up in Florida in the first place. Green iguanas are large arboreal lizards native to Central and South America. They're herbivores and spend most of their time in trees. And like all reptiles, they are cold-blooded. That means their body temperature depends entirely on the environment. In warm climates, iguanas thrive. They grow quickly, reproduce efficiently, and adapt well to urban spaces. And that's part of the problem. They don't just survive near people, they do very well around us. Green iguanas can reach 5 to 6 feet long, with more than half of that coming from their tail. They can weigh up to 20 pounds, live for over a decade, and a single female can lay over 30 eggs in one nesting season. That combination of size, lifespan, and reproduction is a big reason they spread so quickly in Florida. You might ask, how did they even get to Florida? Iguanas didn't invade Florida on their own. They arrived through the exotic pet trade, and apparently they don't make bad pets either. But over time, escaped pets and intentional releases allowed small populations to establish themselves, especially in South Florida. And once they were established, Florida's climate did the rest. Warm temperatures, canals, suburbs full of trees and vegetation. Florida isn't just survivable for iguanas, it's ideal. Even Mr. Iguana wants to live there. Once iguanas reached large numbers, the impacts became hard to ignore. They burrow into canal banks and seawalls, weakening infrastructure and increasing erosion. They damage landscaping and native vegetation. And because they live so close to people, that damage shows up in places where it's expensive and highly visible, as well as costing Florida millions of dollars a year. And they reproduce fast. They mature quickly, and the warm weather always returns. That combination makes them extremely difficult to control once they're established. That's a lot of iguanas. This guy has an iguana blanket going on. When temperatures drop suddenly, iguanas become cold stunned. Their muscles slow down, they lose grip, and fall out of the trees. But cold stunned doesn't mean they're dead. Most of these iguanas recover when the temperature warms. So while cold snaps look dramatic, they don't actually solve the problem. They reduce activity temporarily, but not long term. That's why this cycle just keeps repeating itself. This is the uncomfortable question people keep asking. So what do we do with them? The iguanas are invasive. Relocating them is actually illegal in Florida, as well as highly ineffective. So what options are actually left? The reality is that prevention already failed. Once an invasive species is firmly established, management is often the only tool remaining. In Florida, that means legal, regulated, and humane removal. And there's another part of this that surprises a lot of people. Iguanas are a food source. It sounds weird, but they're oftentimes called the chicken of the trees. So when iguanas are removed in Florida, some people choose not to waste them. I've never tried them myself, but apparently they taste very good. This is an actual iguana pizza. Having iguanas on the menu is a good way to utilize them and not waste them. There's no official count, but estimates suggest that there are well over 1 million invasive green iguanas in Florida. The iguanas didn't choose Florida, but Florida still has to deal with the consequences of introducing an animal into an ecosystem where it doesn't belong. And these recent cold snaps make iguanas fall out of the trees, but they don't make the invasive problem go away. Now I'm gonna go order one of those iguana pizzas. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and remember, nature is random and chaotic. I will see you next time.